discussion about a new courthouse goes back many years. I've been on the commission since '06, and the discussion was going on at that time.
Well, the existing courthouse had really outlived its useful life. It was originally constructed in the 1950s, and the building systems, its safety, its security, its technology, it all exceeded its useful life.
We did a study in 2001 identifying the need through the Strategic Facilities Master Plan. We also did a study in 2005
assessing whether repairs to it would be feasible. Those commissions all came back and said to be repaired and be brought up to standards would cost more than a new courthouse would be.
In the old courthouse, there were a number of challenges that we were faced with, primarily from the construction of that building.
Number one, probably the biggest security issue was prisoners had to be moved through the public hallways to court sessions.
Depending on the courtroom where a case is assigned, it's not uncommon for an inmate to be escorted down a hallway, and they will pass victims, they will pass family members, whatever the case may be, in those hallways.
My particular courtroom, I would come off the bench, and if you didn't have the right timing, I could open the door leaving my courtroom just to go across the hall into my office, and I would literally run into the defendant who I just had in court.
It just created a huge security problem for the sheriff's office, and is a big reason why this new courthouse was needed, and the new courthouse has solved those issues.
Anytime we're doing inmate transfers coming to this facility, there's two ways that we can possibly do it. This building was constructed with a secure parking garage below the entire courthouse. So that parking garage can be used for any inmates that are coming to the facility from another location. The other way that we can move inmates to and from the courthouse is a tunnel. Catty corner from this facility is the Olathe Adult Detention Center, which is our central booking facility. We are now going to have a tunnel that goes from the detention center over to the courthouse into the secure basement facility. We have an elevator that will come to the respective courtrooms throughout the entire facility on all the different floors. Those elevators are separate from anywhere in the public corridors. What they are wanting to do through the construction of this facility is to no longer have the chance meeting of an inmate with possibly the victim or the victim's family, a juror, a witness, even family members that they may have that are going to be here in the courtroom.
At the old courthouse, there was very limited space for people to meet in private and talk about very privileged information. That includes attorneys meeting with their clients, my staff meeting with victims and witnesses, and being able to give people the privacy and security to meet and discuss very important matters. This building has a ton of meeting space, some of it large conference rooms that larger groups can meet in and discuss matters, but it also gives the attorneys the opportunity throughout this building time to meet in private with their clients.
The existing courthouse, based on its age, was not ADA compliant.
In the vast majority of courtrooms, you couldn't get a person with disabilities in the courtroom or put them on the witness stand. In this day and age, that was really inappropriate, and that's not what the ADA standards are for. They're supposed to make everybody feel comfortable and equal in the eyes of the law.
So when we made that decision, we really took that all the way through with drop-off spots, close parking, there's entry ramps.
Once you get into the building, it's wide enough so that you can get through the screening area without any difficulty.
Automatic doors, every courtroom, every public space is fully ADA accessible.
Knowing that wayfinding and finding the courthouse were an issue, we designed a building that when you approach the building, when you come up to the south entry, there are granite stairs that you can come in, you know where the entrance is, walk in, and then you go through security screening. The main area of the building, what we call the Emporium of Justice, was designed so that when you came in to the building, you could look up and you knew exactly where you needed to go for the most part. Court clerk straight ahead, the help center to your left, the hearing rooms down the hallway to your right. The intent was to design so that anybody, for the most part, coming to the building, doing business other than courts, could come in, take care of their business on the first or second floor.
Every courtroom has wireless capabilities, the ability to video conference. In the old courthouse, technology was an evolution. Some courtrooms were renovated back in the 90s, others in this century. So consistency of the technology and the design, the layout, the ability to train once and be able to use it universally is very important.
The design and the equipment and technology that have been incorporated into these courtrooms is very much state-of-the-art.
The new courtrooms are set up for conducting today's trials.
The new Johnson County Courthouse is energy efficient in ways the old building couldn't be just because of its age.
This is a very high-performing building associated with managing water, energy savings for electrical power.
So we took advantage of all the current technology and the building systems to make this building as energy efficient and easy to operate as possible. That's been a key component of our design goals throughout the course of this project.
We have public art as you enter into the building. As you walk in, you look up and there's this beautiful piece of art that's designed by Benjamin Ball. His inspiration was Thomas Hart Benton.
So one of the key focus points in the lobby is the existing Goddess of Justice statue. It actually dates back to the late 19th century, originally put on the two courthouses prior in 1890. So this is his third courthouse to house that significant piece of our Johnson County history. Proud to have a representation of justice being equal for all.
The way we design the building is taking into account that this building needs to last a long time. As the courts change over time and businesses of the court change over time, how do we design a building that can respond to and be flexible?
The courthouse had to last at least 75 years and beyond.
75-year lifespan at a minimum was a key goal of this building, and we think we achieved that through the use of long-lasting building materials. And that includes limestone, concrete, and terrazzo flooring. Those materials will stand the test of time and will never wear out.
If you drive by this facility, you're going to see that it's a beautiful building. It's one that we can be proud of here in Johnson County, and the nice thing about it too is it's going to be able to serve this county for 50, 60, 70 years.
Through the construction of this building, everything that was done was with the citizens of Johnson County, or anyone that's going to come to this courthouse, that was done with them in mind.
I can pretty much assure 100% of the people that are currently working in the courthouse, no matter how long they've been there, are very excited to move over here to the new courthouse.
I think it is an interesting building to drive by, interesting in a way that people might want to say, hey, I'd like to go in and look at that building, not because they have to do business, but because they just want to see what is it all about.
Bottom line, we need to thank the taxpayers for their willingness to support the quarter-cent sales tax, which is financing the courthouse. I hope and I know that this facility, this building, will become an icon for the community and emphasizes the interest in this community in providing the appropriate facilities so that our justice system can perform at its highest level.